Hello and welcome back. My name is Khan and this is the Konfabulous Menagerie of Minecraft mobs. Well, it's not quite yet. We're still stuck in a small wooden house, but I thought I would come back and show you. I'm about to make myself a stone pickaxe, just like that. There we go. But all I've been doing is digging straight down here, and as you can see, I've come across some things that I haven't been able to dig up yet. But I also found, ta-da, iron. So I thought I would show you my first finding of iron ore, just like that. And I'm going to dig up this iron ore, and we'll take it back up, and I'll show you something we're going to be able to do. So let me put up some ladders. Now, these other things that I've passed along the way, I'm not exactly sure what they are, but let's see if we can dig this up with a stone pickaxe. I don't think that. Maybe we can. Oh, we did. And I just have to figure out how I can get it. Put that right there. There we go. That stuff is sulfur. And you can use sulfur to make TNT and gunpowder, which is good. And there's some coal, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this little bit of sulfur and this little bit of coal. I found other coal here before already, and I already dug that up. Coal isn't quite that impressive of a find, so I didn't bother you with it. And I'll just take away that dirt there. And up here there is some purplish colored items. Sounds like it's raining out there, so let's dig this and see what it is. Oop. And we'll get that, and that is infuscolium. 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 And that is going to be an ore that I can use to apparently make some stuff with. It's part of Metallurgy, so I don't exactly know what it's used for yet, but I will eventually find out. So let's replace my ladder and let's go on up here. So I was going to show you something I could do now that I have some ore, but I see now also that it's daytime, and despite the fact that it's raining, I do want to see about visiting that village that we saw. So let's let's put this here, and let's dump a bunch of things into there that we're not going to carry with us. And I am going to make myself a couple of stone swords. So there's one, and there's a backup for when things get tough. And as I said, from my minimap down, very down bottom here, right there, looks like housing like from a village. So let's go and check that out. Get my sword ready in case something jumps me. And what do we got? Okay. So it's over in this direction. We have to go around the snowy mountains here. And there's some deer. We'll be able to see some of the wildlife that's... Ooh, I don't know what that was. That is generated by these extra mods I've installed. That's a regular Minecraft cow, so that's not too terribly interesting. But here we have a raccoon, the bandits of the forest. We have some bunny rabbits over there, and we saw a bunny rabbit last time. And as I'm getting closer on the minimap there, I can see that it's definitely a village. We have some fish here. That's good. And we'll just keep walking down this direction. And there's some deer. A whole herd of deer, looks like. Yay! That looks like a bear. Bears have a tendency to not have a great sense of humor, so I'm just going to avoid that. Oh, there's beavers. Hello, beavers. Are you guys going to build something right here? That'd be kind of cool. Alright, we've made it to the village. So this is kind of handy. There's a village close to where I've decided to set up my home base. Now, when you get to a village, the first thing you want to look for is a blacksmith. And the blacksmith... Hi, I'm sorry. Hello, how are you? Oh, where did you... I have no idea where he went. Took off. I'm looking for a blacksmith. The blacksmith is usually the only... oh, baby zombies. Run away, baby zombies. Oh, they're after the villagers. Okay. Save the villagers! Save the villagers! Oh, baby zombies are bad news, bad news. Whew. Alright, well I wasn't expecting to have to see action in the middle of the day, but there you go. Alright. They might have just been hanging out here. I'm starting to run really low on food. So now, I hate to say it, but I did protect you from some baby zombies. So I'm going to have to raid your food sources here. I'll take your carrots. Oh, that's much better. So unfortunately, I do not see a blacksmith. As I was saying, the blacksmith is usually the only... Oh, mana creeper. Oh, goodness. Fortunately... Okay, that was a mana creeper. And mana creepers, when they explode, they make this thing, which will suck away all of your mana. That's from Ars Magica 2. So I don't have any yet because I haven't yet become a wizard. And so that was actually of no real danger to me. So, whew, action-packed adventure already. What was I saying? Yes. The blacksmith is usually the only villager that will have any items. There's usually a chest in the blacksmith, and there's usually good stuff in there. Unfortunately, there is no blacksmith in this village. There is a Sahel, which is sort of a Sahel biome, which is sort of like a desert type of a biome over there, which is good, because that means being able to find more of the warm climate type animals. My biggest disappointment now is that I don't see any potatoes. I really wish there were some potatoes. There's a lot of wheat. And so I am going to... If you don't know the wheat, this is all wheat that's growing. When it's kind of this brownish color, that means that it is ready for harvesting. Otherwise, all the rest of these are growing. That's why I'm not touching them. I'll leave them alone, let them grow. These were the carrots over here. Carrots are a decent food source, but I was really hoping for potatoes. Potatoes are by far my favorite. Oops. I got the wrong wheat there. That's okay, though. Potatoes are one of my favorite foods in Minecraft. A baked potato, which is made by simply putting your potatoes in a furnace, provides a lot of sustenance and hunger restoration, which is really good. So, a nice little village, but unfortunately not too terribly useful. I wish I knew what was making that noise. Oh, it's a baby deer. I could find out what these villagers are trading, but ultimately doesn't really matter too much what they are trading. 9 coins for a watermelon. Ah, yes. I guess I should mention that. The Metallurgy mod adds... Come back here. I put on deodorant. Come here. 9 coins for bread. Okay. The Metallurgy mod adds a way to make coins out of the precious metals that you find in the earth. Oh, come here. So it actually changes the way some of the villager trading works. Instead of using emeralds, like in vanilla Minecraft, they use these coins. And when we get to the point where we can actually make coins, we'll talk about that some more. And perhaps we'll come back and see if we want to do any trading with these guys. I'm having a hard time manipulating myself around here. And I am replanting the wheat that I'm taking. So even though I'm taking some of the wheat, I am replanting it. And I even replanted the carrots, even though I did eat a bunch of carrots just straight off the bat because I was hungry. but I am replanting them. If you watched my other series, you'll know that I got into a lot of trouble from the locals when I took all of their crops, and I don't want to make a bad impression, so I am replanting my wheat. There's a sheep there. I don't have shears yet, because I didn't have the iron made. But speaking of that, let's head back to our little home. There's a bird there. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's an ant. Oh, it's an ant. It's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of great new animals with these 2 mods installed. So making our safari zoo is going to be very, very fun. We'll have a lot of variety and stuff going on. So anyway, let me get back over here to, to the house. Oh, there's more sheep. They might not be around very long, but let's get back to the house. The why I'm interested in sheep, of course, is I want to be able to make a bed, and I need the wool to do that with, of course, but making a bed is very useful for sleeping away the night and not having to worry about zombies and skeletons and creepers coming after me in the middle of the night, or having to wait all night long and before I can go back outside and things like that. Anyway, get in here real quick, and what we want to make now is what's called a crusher. So I'm going to take this out, and oh man, I'm already low on wood. Well, not really, but okay. So I need 4 sticks, like so. I need a furnace like that, and we put our furnace in there, and we put this like that, and that gives us a crusher. And this is something added by a Metallurgy mod. Put our crusher down, and our crusher works the same way as any of the items from many of the other mods, such as the macerator, from Industrial Craft, or the pulverizer from Thermal Expansion, or even the quartz grindstone from Applied Energistics. It will turn each one of these iron ores into 2 iron dust, and then each of those iron dusts can be furnaced into an iron ingot. So instead of turning 1 iron ore into 1 iron ingot, I basically am turning 1 iron ore into 2 iron ingots, doubling my production of iron. And that is always useful when you have technology mods that are, well, you're going to need a lot of iron, you're going to need a lot of everything. So it's useful to have something that will increase your productivity, such as this, because you end up using so many minerals and metals that you are going to be able to want to do that. So there you are. Now, what the Metallurgy mod does is it actually has a progression of crushers. I just made a stone crusher, and I can, hit the wrong button there. I can put that surrounded by some copper to make a copper crusher. The copper crusher surrounded by bronze gives me a bronze crusher. The bronze crusher surrounded by iron gives me an iron crusher, and the iron crusher surrounded by steel gives me a steel crusher. And each one of these makes for faster crushing speeds and more efficient use of the coal. The way it is right now, 1 piece of coal will crush 1 iron ore into the 2 dusts. Once you get up to the higher levels, that becomes a little bit more efficient. So as soon as I'm able to, I will be upgrading my crushers. And Metallurgy does the same thing with, if I can spell it correctly, furnaces. I can make the copper furnace, bronze furnace, iron furnace, and steel furnace. And same principle, copper furnace is my stone furnace surrounded by copper, etc., all the way up to the steel furnace, which is an iron furnace surrounded by steel. And same principle, they will cook faster, and it'll be a little bit more efficient on the coal usage when I'm cooking. So again, I will work my way up to better and better crushers and furnaces as I am able to do so. Right now, what I want to do is I want to make enough iron so that I can make two things. One, a bucket, and two, the shears. The shears, you already know I'm going to use on the sheep so that I can get wool, and I can use the wool to make a bed. The bucket will be used to get water. Once I have water, I can use that to, let's see, oh, that's what some of my wood went to. I was wondering where it went to. There we go. Once I have the bucket, I can get water, and once I have the water, I will use that to plant the seeds that I had left over from the village and start my own wheat farm. Now, normally I'm not a huge fan of bread. I have to plant the seeds will grow, then I have to harvest the wheat, and then 3 of these wheat become a piece of bread. However, with the forestry mod, if I get some bees making me honey drops, I can make a honeyed slice, which I believe actually restores hunger fairly well. And with the forestry farming, I should be able to automate getting the wheat, and with Buildcraft and Applied Energistics, I should be able to automate the getting of the honey drops from bees. So I may look into that as a potential food source. Not going to commit to it just yet, but it's an interesting idea since I could not find any potatoes from the village there. So I have my shears and I have my bucket. My crusher is still going to give me what I need out of it, but I still need to go looking for some more ores, and I'm going to do that while it is nighttime. And again, if I find any new ores, I will let you know. Okay, well, I have dug down and I have come across an ore from Ars Magica, which I believe this is Vintium ore. And as you can see, my stone pickaxe makes no effect on it. So I need to make myself a better pickaxe, and that will be, I believe, I will make an iron pickaxe. And I placed this ladder in the wrong spot. So get it back, there we go. So we'll go up and I'm going to make myself an iron pickaxe. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my iron pickaxe, and where'd it go? There it is. Yes, that's Vintium ore. Dig that up. And this is Chimerite. So looks like that's used for making essence conduits, mana batteries, particle emitter, illusion block. Ooh, Magitech staff. That sounds kind of interesting. What else? Infused essence potion. So it looks like that's used as an ingredient in a lot of the Ars Magica 2 stuff. So that sounds pretty neat. And got some more iron here. Oh, and it looks like I may have found myself a small little underground area. Fortunately, I do not have a lot of torches. So I'll put up a few right here and one over there. Fortunately, this is just a little area. And get this, oops, wrong axe, get this little bit of Chimerite. And let's go look down here and see what we see, shall we? Looks like just a nice little passageway. And fortunately, there's not much here. There's this stuff here. Let's find out what this is. I need iron to get it. And that is sulfur. That's Railcraft sulfur. So I have sulfur from Railcraft and I have sulfur from Metallurgy. So I should have turned one of those off in the configuration files. And I may go and do that. I don't end up using a lot of sulfur anyway, so it probably shouldn't matter too much. But definitely don't need both of them being produced. And just a little bit of coal here. I'm already dropping some. I can see some iron over there. And that's unfortunately all. There's some redstone, so we'll get that out of there. And this is something different. No? No, that was also more chimerite. Just seemed like I got a lot of them in that dig up there. So, anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.